Hi, I'm happy you made it over to Bandera, TexasRealEstate.com. I'm Larry Wood, and we're going to talk about inspections on a property. So when you buy a property, you've got an option period. Typically, that option period is between 7 and 10 days, depending on what all types of inspections are necessary. If you're on a water well, we can have the water tested here locally. I get a sample cup from the water district here and go out, and I'm very good at taking samples. I have a butane torch and bleach and all sorts of things. We get a sample right off the head of the well and take that over there, and in about 48 hours they'll have a test back for us, and it'll tell you if you have any E. coli, which you don't want to have E. coli in your water, or choline, and you don't want to have any of that in your water either. So basically, those are the two things that you're looking for in your water test, and it's $20 to have the water tested, so it's certainly worth doing. The other test that you're going to have is if you're buying a home, you'll have a home inspection. The home inspector, he's going to go over the thing with a fine-tooth comb. He's going to be on the roof of the property. He's going to look at the plumbing. He's going to look at the electrical. He's going to look at the panel of the electrical, your water heater, your air conditioner. He's going to run your water and take the pressure of your water at the bib. He's going to make sure that your oven, when he puts it to 350, it really is 350 degrees. He's going to measure the temperature of the air coming out of your air ducts. He's going to see what the splits are from if it's 100 degrees outside, it should be X inside. So he's really going to run it through its paces, make sure everything's the way it ought to be. You'll get a nice lengthy report of everything that he looked at, and then he'll also detail anything he found that needs to be addressed or doesn't meet codes, things like that. Some of the things that they may find, they're not deal breakers, but they're not up to code as of today. So, you know, if your house is 10, 15 years old and maybe you don't have a GFCI plug, you know, in the places around water, in your bathrooms or in your kitchens, things like that, that may be on the report. Maybe the evaporator coil on your air conditioner is filthy, and that needs to be cleaned. He'll spot any leaks from toilets or under sinks, things like that. Maybe areas where you've got some wood rot outside. If you've got any areas in your house that, you know, you've got foundation issues, a whole host of things. Typically the cost of that runs around from maybe $350 to $400. So it's definitely worth the investment. With that information, we can determine what we would like to go back to the seller and say, okay, we've negotiated the price at X, but we've found several things that cause us concern, and we want you to address those and either fix those and rectify the situation, or we may give them a dollar amount of what we would like money-wise at close, so that we as the buyer can then go and make those repairs after the close of the sale. Some other things that you want to look at is while they're doing the home inspection, the home inspector that I use is also licensed to do termite inspections. So for an extra $75, he can do a termite inspection. With like a VA loan, it's mandatory that you do a termite inspection, and from a VA perspective, the seller actually has to pay for that, because on a VA loan, the buyer, who's the veteran, is not allowed to pay for a termite inspection. So he'll find if you've got like carpenter ants, if you have any, it's actually called a WDI, a wood destroying insect report. So it could be termites, it could be carpenter ants, it can be several other things, but you'll find out whether or not that you have any worries in that department. The other thing that you can have checked out is if your home is pre-1979, if you're concerned about lead paint, they make little test kits that you can get at Home Depot, and just take a swab of the walls and things like that, and it'll show you if there's any lead paint in your house. And so these are all the things that you do during that 10-day option period, and find if there's any deal breakers or things that you want remuneration for to have fixed. So those are the process that I'll help guide you through and get all these things addressed before our option period's up, and renegotiate if that has to be done. So inspection process, very important process for us to move forward with the deal, or to surrender your $100 and go find another property. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any more questions, be sure and give me a holler. You can email me, you can come through the website, or give me a call. Again, my name is Larry Wood at Bandera, Texas Real Estate, and I appreciate you coming in today. Thank you.